driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Hello, hello. Afternoon. We'll be talking about an event, and it looks like we're going to be doing it in August. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. It's either, that's just a bunch of dust. And if you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. I've said that thousands of times now. I've been doing this 4.5 years every day. So you do the math. A lot of times twice, sometimes 3 times. So you should probably check out my YouTube. I've got, I think, 2,000 videos on there. All right. But we're talking about the prevention and awareness event. This won't be too long. I just kind of wanted to discuss it, let people know about it, let people know that I'm looking for people to help with it. And it is going to be in Colorado. Kind of waiting on something here, so. It is going to be in Colorado. We're looking at doing it in Arvada. And that we're going to bring the police in on it. We're going to do several things. But what this is about is it's going to be a community event. And it's about prevention and awareness. Okay, so it's not just about people necessarily in recovery, but the help that we need to give back to the community. Okay, our communities are in crisis, and we need to help them. Hey, Ingrid, good to see you. And there's not really anybody that isn't affected by drugs and alcohol anymore. Almost everybody knows somebody or is one off from somebody that has passed because of an overdose. Right? And there's things that can, it's kind of a weird, you got to be careful. Let's put it that way. Because there's going to be people that say, well, if you teach our kids how to use Narcan, then you're reinforcing for them to use drugs. I see where they're coming from. They're wrong, but I see where they're coming from and why, they would want to protect their children. But I don't see it any different than handing out condoms. Hey, Chris, it's good to see you. So what I don't want to do is, tell everybody about just the dangers of drugs or things like that. But what can happen in your life, right? So the plan is, number one, we're going to have Narcan. But what I'm looking to do is have a couple of speakers. One of them will be a person who has lost somebody due to drugs and alcohol or because of an overdose. Now, just because somebody overdosed doesn't mean that they were an addict. See, fentanyl and harder drugs are what's called asymptomatic. And asymptomatic means that it may not kill you the first time, it may not kill you the second time, but it will on the fifth. You never know. You don't know. It may never happen. It may happen the first time. It's asymptomatic. If you have heart troubles, you may have an immediate reaction to it. It may kill you. And these are things, most of this is about educating people on on what these things actually do, including alcohol. And we'll be looking at having some other speakers also, probably somebody in recovery, and then I have a detox that's going to help me with this. It's Gallett's Detoxes, and I love Laura over there. I'm looking forward to it. And of course, we're going to have resources there. We're going to have the right resources. AA, Ality, ACA, Smart Recovery. Why not? We'll have recovery coaches down there. Have the crisis center come down. Okay? Family therapy. Okay? So doing this is more of I don't want to call it a family event, because you really don't have family events to talk about ODing, but it's pretty much about going out and letting people know what is going on, what is actually going on, and how Narcan can save somebody's life. Yeah. I've got other ideas, but I don't want to bring them up here, and I'll tell you why. Because there's people that listen to me that steal my ideas, and I don't want them to have this one. Yes, I don't. But there's ways to get the news out there. So I'm going to be looking for people, although almost everyone here is not in Colorado. But, let's say I get this done, then maybe I can show you how to do it in your community. Doesn't mean that you can't. And Trudging Together would be happy to help you out with that. See, I'm trying to figure out how to get it done and make the city pay for it. Mm-hmm. See, if you involve the police, and the police should be there, fire department, some ambulance people, right? They should be there. Say, hey, yeah, we pick people up all the time, and it can be quite scary. I think clubs, all the clubs should, dance clubs, they should all have Narcan. Even the Hofbrau. Anywhere there's drinking. But they're drinking. Yeah, I know. You think there isn't other things being done there? You're wrong. There is. Okay? It's not too hard to hide taking a pill. Right? So what happens if you're just out and about, and let's say you're at the bus stop and somebody falls to the ground and you have Narcan? You never know what's going to happen in your life. You don't. So I think prevention and awareness is kind of where it's at for me right now. I know I have a lot of things that happen or going on, but this is one that's going to happen in August. I'm going to do it in August. And I do have people that are on, and it's kind of cookie cutter for me because I already have a lot of resources. And what I need to do is put the right thought process into, okay, what types of people might be there, and then supplying the resources for those people. Even the VA needs to be there, I think. Yeah. And then, I can go in and check in on these guys. So, how are you doing with all that? How's the VA treating people nowadays? Let's have some tough discussions. Okay. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be Trudging Together's first event. And so mostly my focus is going to be, coming up is going to be on this and the podcast. Other than that, I won't be doing much of anything else. Could you please send me okay. And then, of course, we have the big book study tonight. That's what I'm getting messages about. Cool stuff, man. It's going really well. It's a fun one. It's a fun one. The way that I'm doing it is I had a sponsor. His name was what did I call it? Did I call it something else? I had sponsor Ray Hayworth, and man, he was a mean cuss. I don't do it like him. He was mean in those meetings. He'd be like, "You're a bunch of hopeless alcoholics, and you don't know shit from apple butter." So funny. Oh my god. He was like 4'10", and you didn't fuck with him. Did man. And so I kind of taken it from him and kind of how he did the big book study, and it's going really well. I enjoy no. Oh. No, I saw yours. I saw yours. I always have stuff going. Yeah, I do, and I don't have stuff going on. So you're the one that couldn't talk last week. Amber, that's Amber, and she's the one that's yeah. I actually kind of want her to. Here's the thing: we need a good young person doing it. So that's why I have Amber, right? And we're going to add on to that group. See, the thing is, there's this thing out there. It's called YPR, Young People in Recovery. I was hoping that they weren't what I thought that they were, but they were. And no. So what we need is another movement back here in Colorado with young people in it. We used to have something called Sissy Paw. It was Colorado Coalition of Young People in AA. They were just young people in AA, and that was it. That was it. Yeah, it's kid picking up time, Ingrid. Go pick up your kids. That's all right. I got to get off of here and go join the meeting. I need to join the meeting a little early so that Dave know he has some co-hosts. So thank you, everybody, for being here. I love you. Peace out and have a day. Bye-bye. Yeah, I obviously I'm not done. Whoever wrote the no bueno, yeah, I'd love to talk to you about it. So